John McCain proudly represented this state for more than 30 years, and today with a church service here, he is going to get one last Arizona send-off. Just moments ago back at the U.S. Capitol in Washington, many of McCain's colleagues, lawmakers, boarding buses before traveling here together for today's service, where McCain will be eulogized by his friend and the former Vice President, Joe Biden. After dark, mourners kept coming in droves to pay their respects. Some of John McCain's children returning to the Capitol to share stories and hugs. A final hometown salute for the beloved senator and statesman. Earlier, his widow Cindy escorted by her sons Jimmy and Jack, who both followed their father's footsteps into the armed services. McCain's casket draped in the stars and stripes, the war hero lying in state, a brief, simple service following his wishes.
Imagining Arizona without John McCain is like picturing an Arizona without the Grand Canyon. It's just not natural.
For McCain's family, the grief is raw. His wife of nearly 40 years bidding farewell. His 7 children honoring their father one by one. Daughter Megan overcome. Many of those here despite stifling heat. Service members and veterans. Why was it so important to bring your children to see the senator?
Because I think they need to know that we need to respect and honor someone who served our country for so many years.
These Vietnamese Americans, including Tommy Lee, driving from California to say thanks.
I love him.
He's a hero to you.
Yeah.
Not expected to attend any of the memorial services, McCain's former running mate Sarah Palin. A Palin family source telling NBC News the Palin family will always cherish their friendship with the McCains and hold those memories dear. McCain's final stop here in Arizona, a church service celebrating his legacy and punctuating a proud Irish friendship with former Vice President Joe Biden, dating back to the 1970s. Biden honoring McCain last year in one of the late senator's final public appearances.
I hope he has heard, too, my profession of gratitude for his friendship and love these many years. It's meant a lot to me.
Months later, Biden comforting McCain's daughter after her father was diagnosed with the same brain cancer that claimed the life of Biden's son, Beau.
If anybody can make it, your dad, her dad, is one of my best friends.
Peter, I mean, that was such a sight to see some of Senator McCain's children greeting people in Arizona. What stood out to you about that?
Savannah, this day was not just powerful, it was poignant, but really it was overwhelming. You could see how moved everybody was to say one last goodbye. The total tally, more than 15,000 people, they believe, showing up last night, keeping the doors of the state capitol open for at least an extra hour to help accommodate all those who wanted to come by. As we noted, 4 of John McCain's children there to say their thanks. And one other powerful moment that happened in private last night, Cindy McCain returning to the hotel where her husband gave that famous concession speech after losing to Barack Obama in 2008, thanking supporters and McCain staffers. And at the end of that gathering with dozens together, they all sang happy birthday to John McCain on what would have been his 82nd birthday.